Stand by for reintegration.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
That's why. So I think it's built on the
Checkpoint.
as far as flight goes.
Oh, that's weird.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
Fuck you, Insomnia.
Hi, Di.
Hey guys.
It's like,
I couldn't sleep. I was tired earlier and then I don't know, maybe it's that user config file.
Did you put it in place or did you leave it out?
Oh, I had it copied over from my the 1.3. I copied over 1.3 in vain hopes that I might save myself a little bit of download. I was watching the Auras, and I saw the guy on the forum at like what was it, like 4:09 a.m. saying it's on sale. And then I started looking at, oh, it's like, oh, geez, only like 600 left. and then a minute it's like 300 left, and it's like just on 13 past, so 4 minutes later.
being prioritizing. You know, that'll solve all that saga of the instant.
You guys, I am ecstatic at the moment.
Glad to hear it. So you got yourself your sacred caterpillar.
I got the Caterpillar, I got the Cutlass Blue, both with
One,
LTI.
wonderful. Congrats.
I had been thinking about that caterpillar. Like, if I was ever going to melt the Vanguard for something, it would either be the cat or the banner.
Right. Well, and that, you hit on that. I see them as, the Caterpillar is kind of the human counterpart to the Banu.
I wouldn't say that, actually, after looking at the modularity of the cat. Like, the cat... Oh, sorry, it's loading. Good, I need it. Not to talk while loading.
Right. Shh, quiet.
So you can't disturb the client.
So freaking happy. I mean, I'm happy.
That's great, man.
What, I've only been waiting since the first Caterpillar concept, and the fates just aligned that I was able to be here today.
That's cool. You should have a chat to Shelter about that caterpillar. 'Cause we were raving about it. He loves the idea of those EVA launching things, catapult
Oh,
things.
for real. I mean, it
Yeah,
lends a purpose to that big old hulking piece of target.
but yeah, he was talking about um, how you can open up the sides and have your little shop, and
Yeah.
so he could have his vandal leather, you know.
Go out and get 'em, Bobby. There's lots of dead Vandal out there.
You can
We're gonna.
imagine it, you know,
We gotta skin
as
'em.
you can imagine as the thing tilts up and all the jackets hang down, you know, on the coat hangers.
Crashed anyway.
There's a module where you can have a little shop, like a store in there.
Yeah, well, who is it? I think it's Bandana's got a Banu Merchant Man,
Uh huh.
and apparently there's a little market inside it.
Yep.
That
It's like
yeah,
a Chinese food truck, as far as I was concerned.
yeah. Well, it's more like a little market bazaar in the middle with all little stall holders, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so Bandana said, "No worries, Shelter. You can set up your um, Vandal leather shop there, which is
Nice.
pretty cool." I'm just so hanging for us to be able to all form up in all these big ships. Like, imagine how uber it's going to look. We'll make the best screenshots ever.
I think it was Dave I was mentioning to drunkenly last night how neat it would be to load into squadron battle, have a couple of constellations and a bunch of snub fighters, and just have a frickin' melee.
Yeah, that would be sick.
As what? There's 16 players in a squadron battle. Imagine if 4 of those 16 players were flying either retaliators versus constellations, and the other 12 were all in like Merlins or Archimedes. You could have kind
Wow.
of that Battle of Endor feeling, you know?
Ah, for sure.
It's a trap.
Ah, mate, I tell you, even that's Battlefront. There's a couple of levels where in the dogfighting, suddenly, your side will send out a shuttle that you've got to protect, and like the other side will have like the Millennium Falcon attacking your shuttle, and so you just all got to bring guns to bear on the Millennium Falcon till you pop it, or else you lose your shuttle, man. It's just unbelievable. And then on the Converse, they have like Slave One as well attacking,
Right.
and it's just really intense. But it feels so good when you get up close. Just wow, stunning how good the X-wings and TIE fighters and that look.
See, I would love to see them just, maybe not do a total remake, but make another chapter of like the X-wing versus TIE fighter game, or just TIE fighter.
Yeah. Well,
Like pure space sim, pure flight sim, you know? None of the cinematic stuff except for, just go old school with it. You get a reward uh, cinematic for doing a good job in the mission.
yeah, they've got a bit of that in Battlefront.
Well, I'm
Those who
saying
want,
go
but
purist on it. I would buy that. Might not
but
be the
yeah,
most popular game out there, but I would buy it.
yeah. I like I say, if they just had to set the controls up so that you could actually fly it like a real, you know, jet, then it'd be wonderful. Because the first thing I did was went into the controls and then was horrified I couldn't configure the HOTAS to. I was like, no, you have got to be shitting me. The only option was one of those gamepads, you know,
Mm.
and they're so foreign to me. I mean, yeah, my nephew, I've had to
You can
use them
still
for
get
my
it for free
nephews.
right now, right?
Free? No, shit,
Okay.
no, no. Battlefront was that was just the beta that was for free.
Okay. I was gonna say I might give it a shot. It sounds like it plays a lot like the old Rogue Squadron games.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's man, they definitely did it justice to make it look and feel like Star Wars. But um, yeah, the user interface and controls needs some serious work. Because it's like what Sholto said. You don't have a fucking evasive maneuver that you perform, and then, oh, I can't perform this evasive maneuver for another 10 seconds because of the cooldown. You know, like, that's just dog shit.
It'd be another thing if they tweaked it a little bit so it's like if you did use it without letting it cool down, that like something flew off and it didn't work ever. You know, at least you had the
Yeah.
one-time option.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's just so difficult to control. Like when you do a full inversion and you can't even turn over, like because there's no roll. Like, oh, that's really horrible. Like you go to turn over and all it does is strafe sideways. It's bizarre. But but I tell you, the FPS is so intense. That is really,
Well, the
really,
FPS actually has real controls, right?
yeah, and it's full on. It's flat out in your face. It's good.
Oh, boom. They
I mean,
definitely made copying the account a whole lot faster.
cool.
Sorry, I keep switching subjects on you so fast.
But yeah, I hope this guy's have more luck with the PTU and meeting up, going for flying the big ship.
Oh, and that's the other thing. You will find that, like I said, because you can't say, hey, I want a party of 3 going here. You cannot guarantee there'll be all of your crew going onto your ship, because as soon as the pilot says, I want to enter the ship, right, it's free for all for anyone, right? So any random person can just run up to the pilot's chair and just start flying off without you. Like even on the landing pad, it's just. Oh.
Yeah, I remember listening to you and I was pissing myself that the Bandito took off
You
and
guys,
he
I'll come
wasn't.
back and get you.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna land, and 2 years were there in case someone came. I thought that was really funny,
Yeah.
but understandable too. It was alt backspace that brought you back from the teleportation.
Yeah, suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, did I go into public again? Yeah, I did go into public.
Alright, let this thing verify my files. I might actually get some playing done here.
So it sounds like it'll be a good 10 for the chairman question. Find out when that friend system's due in the part one, I think.
Mm.
You know, in regard to, you know, teaming up in instances. Because I'm sure we're not the only org concerned about that.
Oh, without a doubt. And it was a guy on the SCL for 2.0 chat section. He was just having go off at the instancing. Yeah.
Alright, crossing my fingers that I've got my Andromeda